announcer Mel Proctor is in the house, and he wrote a new book about the inspiring true story of the Hawaii Islanders' 1976 baseball team. Mel Proctor is right here with us, sir. What an honor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it. I can't wait to hear about this team, but we were just chatting, and we were chatting during the commercial about like the journey to take, because I told you that my dream job was to be a baseball play-by-play announcer when I was in high school and even parts of college. And now I got stuck doing this, Mel.
Oh, too bad.
You say the journey to get to do that dream job is not as easy as people think it is, yeah?
No, it's tough, and ideally you start off young at a small station somewhere, working for very little money, and you get better and try to work your way up and make some contacts, which is very important. Get to know some people and catch a break here and there, and you know.
And look at that young man. Who? Look at this.
Oh,
wow. Who's that guy?
that's when I was in Hawaii. Yeah, I was in my 20s then. Good-looking guy, huh?
I'm telling you, that's a magazine cover guy right there, Mel.
Oh.
You mentioned Hawaii, so let's talk about Destitute Darlings. I love this story because, you know, I was an Angels fan growing up. PCL we always talked about the PCL and everything. Tell me about this particular team and what caught your attention to do a book about it.
Well, it was 1975, and I just started doing minor league baseball in Hawaii. And Hawaii Islanders were a big-time AAA team.
Yes.
They were the Padres' farm team.
Yes.
And it was a strange situation. They were supposed to move into a new stadium in 1975. They didn't get it done in time. So they said, well, it's not going to be done until 76. But the old stadium had been sold, it was going to be torn down and everything, so they had to refurbish it and get the state to buy it again, and so they could play in this stadium. And so they played in 1975, and they won a championship, the first in their history. Well, then the next year they moved into the new ballpark, Aloha Stadium, which is no longer in existence, and they ran into just one obstacle after another. I don't know if you have time for me to...
No, I mean, but you mentioned that they did all this on a shoestring budget, which in today's game, even in today's AAA game, is baffling.
Well, they were broke. They had no money. They couldn't pay their players.
Wow.
The players were not getting checks. So the San Diego Padres, the parent team, had to pay most of the players. The Islanders owned 5 players themselves that they were responsible for. I mean, it was god-awful. The IRS came in and padlocked the office doors. At the end of the season, they were voted out of the league by 7-0 by the other teams.
Oh, wow.
And at the same time, though, they kept winning. And they kept getting in, they got into the playoffs, but all the playoff games were played on the road because they had no money to go back and forth to Hawaii.
Isn't that something?
And when they'd go into a town, in a playoff city, Tacoma or Salt Lake City, they would not be allowed into the hotels because the team owed money from the last trip in. But the main thing was, it's a collection of former Major League veterans and young players that just banded together, and they continued to play while not getting paid sometimes, and all these problems. And I don't think you'd see that in today's game.
Yes.
But anyway, that whole situation stayed with me forever, and you know, I went on to do other things, you know, World Series with the Padres and NBA and a lot of things, but that stayed with me as something so unusual.
Isn't that funny how you have all these great things that you've been doing?
Then I thought I'd write a book about it.
And that story stayed with you the whole show. Here, hold the book up and show this. So this is really cool. You tell that story, right? Oh, over there.
Where you want? Over here?
Yeah, there it is. And Destitute Darlings by Mel Proctor. I mean, there it is. I love the anime. Did you draw the thing?
No. That's by a guy named Harry Lyons, who was a great cartoonist for the Honolulu Advertiser. He's no longer with us, but he has several of his pictures in there.
I mean, what a story.
Oh,
right? I mean,
it was incredible.
What is the movie?
Several people have said that to me. You should write a script.
That's a movie.
Take it to Disney and get them to. You're the third person that has said that.
Listen, third time's the charm, as they say, Mel. I have so many questions for you. Will you come back and we can chat second half baseball and Padres?
Love to. Love to.
I got thoughts, but you know we don't have time for that right now. You know what I mean? Okay. Everybody's got thoughts. It's a pleasure meeting you, sir. Thanks
Pleasure
for being
meeting
here. We got to get that book. It's available now?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
There you go. Mr. Mel Proctor. Keep it here. We're coming back and talk Padres in the near future.